Hey everyone, it's been a while since we've done these tier list videos, so today we're going to do standard tier list for our current, the next stage meta, right? So, not Silver Dust yet. Silver Dust has big changes, so we're going to save that for later. We don't want to jump too ahead. But yeah, we've played this format like this for a while. The next stage was like the biggest change, so let's just do something for this and talk about where all the clans are. Normally, I don't do all the clans. I just do like the best clans, put them there, and everything else just can go in the void. But today we're going to do all of them, right? And good thing, this tier list. Normally I don't do it on this tier list maker site, but because of this one's called Cardfight, Vanguard, tier list maker. So we're gonna use this one because usually on this site they use a bunch of like bad art that just kind of doesn't really fit, or otherwise they use the clan icons, but they don't put like clan icon names. So not everyone knows all the clan icon names. Things like Gold Paladin and Shadow Paladin look pretty similar. So thankfully, this one has it all nicely formatted. It's got everything we want, so we're going to use it. So, thanks to the person who made it. Who is it? Is it Living Proof? Yeah, follow Living Proof, guys. He does good stuff. He plays Spike Brothers, so thanks to him for making it actually good tier list. So, alright, well, tier list maker. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. So, we have Angel Feather. So Angel Feather has some pretty decent matchups right now. A lot of Force clans just got released that it actually has a good matchup against. Normally I put it somewhere like A or B. I'm thinking I'll put it for B for now. I'll go through quickly what these represent, right? So S, top tier. A is like just a tier under top tier. B is like tier 2. Oh no, it'll be tier 3, right? Okay, S is just the best decks. A is like very competitive, and B is like slightly less competitive, but if you like playing it, you can play it, I guess. And then C is just the junk that I would normally not put in a tier list. And then D is just the worst decks at the moment. So Angel Feather, I'm safely putting it at B for now, but we'll reevaluate this later. Alright, Aquaforce, easy top tier. Normally, like by now, I think MLB would be out, so Aquaforce would be somewhere like here or here. But because it isn't out in English, Aquaforce is just really good. It's just really good. It doesn't get cucked by MLB's 18K. So putting it in S, nothing else much has changed as much. So yeah, stays in top tier. Bermuda Triangle. Okay, lots of good Force clans got released. It means, why would I want to play Bermuda Triangle? It's like old. There's just better Force clans. So if I want to play Force, I can play one of the ones that are up here. It's like you have Riviere, does 4 attacks of Eve to do that shenanigans. Got Melody Riviere, lots of that, but I don't see myself playing a Bermuda Triangle over anything that goes here, so it's going to be Dark Irregulars, one of the best Protect clans until it got hit, hardly got hit. I think there's still some plays you can do with like NLK, Number of Terror, and it'll definitely get super buffed when Butterfly comes out, but right now it's in C, it's in the Void. Dimension Police, yeah, it's going to the Void. Been a while since any good Dimension Police got released. Unfortunately, I think Depol might just be sitting here for a while. But yeah, there's just better Force clans right now. Grand Blue, again, it's really good against those Force matchups, but everything just does. All the Force clans now are so strong. Grand Blue doesn't even matter. It goes to C. Sorry, I really put it in B. I mean, Protect's not in a good place. They haven't shown, they haven't given Protect the 5 treatment yet. Right? That starts in Silver Dust, where Protect gets like 5 drive checks, and after they get 5 attacks. But Grand Blue is just a 3 attack Grand Blue deck. Doesn't even mill 5, so it can stay in C. I mean, it's not in D, alright? Geared Chronicle, I think it's top tier. It's top tier. Either Chronojet or Chronofang, it's up to you. Both are really good. If you're Japanese or follow the Japanese format, then you probably like Chronofang more. But then in the West, they seem to like Chronojet more. But I think they're around similar. It really depends on your metagame as well. So putting it in S for now. And then Genesis. I think Genesis is a clear tier, like A tier. Because I would play Genesis over anything like Bermuda Triangle or any other Force clans that I'm going to put here. Although it's slightly inconsistent, it gets the job done. I mean, the annoying thing is that it's really dodgy ratios, but hits big, it's crit, so I think A is where it should be. Great Nature, so Great Nature is a decently consistent Excel clan. It's been out for a while. Nothing's really changed much. More Force Clans got released that can maybe give Great Nature a run for its money, but overall it's still very consistent. It's got a nice engine. Isabel's pretty good, so right now I'm putting it in B. I'm putting it in B. Maybe I'll change that later on. Gold Paladin. Okay. Gold Paladin. So, Excel Clan. We talk about Agravain. He can rush pretty hard. Has a strong going first. But I feel like a lot of other decks have a strong go first. I would definitely play Gold Paladin against anything in C. So, it's definitely... I think I'll put it in B for now. Maybe I'll change that later. Cogger, I think it's C. See, nothing much has changed. Just hasn't really gotten any good cards for a while. So yeah, C until Silver Dust, and then it's whew. Link Joker, same thing. Silver Dust, whoo. Mega Colony. Okay, I think I have a big Mega Colony bias, and if I was super biased about Mega Colony, I'd put it in A. But the reason why is that Mega Colony does very well against these, especially well against these 3 attacking Force Clans, because they just can't break through Mega Colony's defenses, and we received quite a lot of triple attacking Force Clans. So overall, I want to put it in A, but I think that's pretty biased. I put it in B for now. Against like Protect Clans as well, you can probably just mill them out, but against Excel it kind of sucks unless you get lucky. But yeah, so B for now. Murakumo, after the Shiryuki hit, I think nothing's really worked out for Murakumo. Nothing really like game breaking or nice, to be honest. I think it goes to C. I would rather play a lot of things over Murakumo right now. Nova Grapplers, okay, so everyone hates God Hand. I think God Hand is like okay because it just has an OTK potential, but everyone hates God Hand. They're like, why do you always rate God Hand really high? Because you know, when you draw the correct cards, you win, and you win really, really hard. In my opinion, God Hand or Nova Grapplers, right, should be where Gold Paladin is, because they both play around the same thing. So I guess I have to put it into like the low Bs, because it's definitely, I would definitely play Nova Grapplers over any of these other clans too. All right, Narukami's easy S, probably like the top S, like the best deck at the moment. Neo Nectars, all right. Before Try 3, I would have put Neo Nectars in D, just because the deck sucks. All right, Arvelos Dragon was not very good. Playing Old Cecilia, that's like, it's just not very good. But Asha was okay, but out of all the Try 3 support, I think it's probably the weakest. So I'd put it in the low A's or high B's. I'm gonna put it in the high B's for now, because I think Ultimal is better, but Ultimal is less good than Gear Chronicle, so probably a bit of spoilers. Nubatama, okay, Protect. You know, Nubatama, like, all its cards look good on paper. You can kind of see what you want to do with Nubatama, but when you actually play the clan, it just doesn't really work out. It's got not great matchups. It feels really weak, and it's really clunky. I'm putting it in D, just because I don't want to play Nubatama at all. Even though I did hype it up before, but right now, definitely no. Oracle Think Tank, have these guys actually done anything? I mean, what was the last support they got? It's like Tsukiyomi, right? I wanna that's like really bad support. I'll probably put it in D or low C. I'll put it in C for now. Pale Moon, I don't know where to put this one. They got hit pretty hard. Would I really want to... There's like, it feels like there's nothing that Pale Moon can do right now. Do I really want to put it in D though? That's like Nubatama tier and something else tier. I'm gonna put this in C for now. Royal Paladin, Ultimal's pretty good. Let's put it up in A. Spike Brothers, nothing really happening right now. Let's put it in C. And then Shadow Paladin. Okay, Shadow Paladin's like Claret and Mordred. Now Claret is... Mordred is a bit too slow. Claret is... feels like there's not enough pressure from a Claret. But I would play it over any clan in B. So I'm putting it in A. It'll be like a low A. And Tachikaze is like a D. It's like a D. The only good card it got Anger Blader is like Dunzo, so it's in D. So let's look at this for now. top 2 got Narukami, and then I think I would put Aquaforce as the lowest. Gear Chronicle second. That could be my bias, but I think they're pretty close. The only clear winner here is a Narukami, so that goes first place. And then Gear Chronicle and Aqua is like, they can be interchanged, I think. And then Gear Chronicle can be Chrono Fang or Chrono Jet. They're both pretty same. A, we've got Roll Paladin Ultimal. I think is definitely a top spot when you compare it with the other Force clans here. Genesis or Shadow Paladin? I think, they feel about equal, but then I think Neo Nectar feels about equal too. But if we look at this, thing, right, I feel like Angel Feather can deal with all these clans pretty decently as well. So I'm gonna put Angel Feather up into A, and then I'm gonna push it up to probably here. I think Angel Feather is just better than Genesis, Shadow Paladin, and then Neo Nectar is probably better than Genesis and Shadow Paladin. I think that's about right. With B, let's think about this. I think Gold Paladin and Nova should be the same. I feel like Great Nature also around there, but just slightly better because it's a bit more consistent, I guess. Especially when dealing with Force clans. And then Bermuda Triangle. I want to put Mega Colony up, just because if we look at a lot of the later builds of Mega Colony, they're playing Mega Colony. They're not even running the new Silver Dust order that lets you stand stuff. So they're basically playing tanky Mega Colony builds that just focus on the long game and just draw a bunch of cards against Force to just, like, you know, outdraw them, and then in the end you'll just mill them out. So if that is happening in Silver Dust, right, and they're not using the new order, then it's perfectly fine to play Mega Colony right now, because you're gonna face against Shadows, Genesis, Angel Feather, Bermuda, Neo Nectars, and Royal Paladin, and Gear Chronicle to some extent, and you're not gonna have any problems just playing that kind of playstyle. And then against Aqua and Narukami, you just feel really bad. But you know, if you get lucky from a mill, from gunning Kolio, you can kind of just win the game as well. I feel like I could put this up here, but I feel like that'd be a bit too biased. So it stays at B. It stays at B. I think that's about right. These top 3 lines are about correct. This D is correct. I think Touch Kai is just the worst. C is just, I'm not going to order C. I feel like it's just a jumble of void stuff. It can be anything, but do we put Pale Moon down to D? Alright. Would I play if I would play Murakumo over a Pale Moon, I think Pale Moon should go to D. No, I think it can stay. I can stay in C. Alright, so I think that's pretty much the tier list, alright? Don't worry about C. C is just a mess of cards, mess of clans. They're all about the same tier, I guess. D, I wouldn't touch these with like a 6-foot pole, I guess. And then the top 3 are basically set for the next stage. And then, yeah, that's it for standard, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe, and just type hate if you hate this if you hate this list. I know tier lists always have big, strong opinions, so let me know what you guys think. Alright, so that's it for me. See you guys in the next video. Bye.